Out pours the horrible madness, the imagined dread comes from thinking the prison is the self, and then there's nothing else. Yet it should be known by now that the body is but a vessel. All consciousness is a single thing, I think, and the ego grows in the psyche like a rotten rose unable to subside unless drowned by the selfless realization, the holy sensation frequently mistaken as God. You are not the prison which contains the self. You are not the name plastered across recent memory. The vessel is a residual product of an unlikely series of events stretching across at least 13 billion years, unimaginable blankets of space and time. Atoms explode, the spinning slows, allows the sowing of poison awareness, and here we are born to reap the benefits. Euphoria or suffering, constantly beckoning, take the shapes to allot breathing, to allow a thought, a taste of sadness, of joy, of release. We ourselves are the cumulative universe itself, and still, desire seeps through like toxic vapor. Still, greed and hatred blind curious stares unto murder. Still, passions get suffocated by apathetic sadness rooted in the depressed state of a delusional life. Distracted by shiny lights since innocence, a child's mind. The neon signs blinked from spiritually sterile churches, from corporate advertising machines, spouting confusion like the thick black smog from a factory cigar. As uninterested schools do their best to rattle restless souls into caring enough to commit industrialized, or at least stay out of the way as rainforest falls to thunderous applause, crush the limitless soul shoved into a constrained box. The shouts and howls of poets and mystics are muffled into whispers, so you'll miss them, most likely, but listen carefully. There is beauty throughout the universe, even here, my dear, I promise. There is magic that I cannot explain, which can't be seen. But for as long as a heart beats through the human demeanor, the magic still exists, and it is worth seeking, I promise. Laws, dogmas, and gluttonous craving hold no bearing on this. Those who wear blindfolds beneath a mask, depicting open eyes, they cannot see this, they sense it, don't believe them. The truth is astounding, inside you and alive. You are not the prison containing the self. You are the infinite soul within, which lives inside us all, evading scientific organizations, reached for but sorely missed by organized religion, but possibly vibrantly alive in a visceral work of art. A painting, a photo, a poem, a musical expression has the seldom ability to offer glimpses of what I speak. When the notes hit the eardrum just right, when the words make perfect sense on a calm night, when the color of the canvas stabs beneath the skin and the blood leaks all over the gallery's floor, you see the red reel for the first time, and God, no, how could I have been so wrong all along? How had I become so convinced of my silly beliefs. Those blasted, blinding lights long ago when I should have just rowed my little boat. Instead, I let an awful monster ego grow. It's just a dream. I should have known this all along. Shape-shifting bodies rotate across consciousness, while the jars of clay perceive life and death, full or empty with nothing in between. You know what I mean? We're tossed carelessly into this capitalist pig's machine, a carefully designed, terribly built slaughterhouse, chopping off our horns and wings, spray painting eyelids with black tar, trained to get aroused at the smell of currency, ignore the poor suffering, crank the gears, churn the spoked wheel of death. Unending war, profits inspire the great institutions to murder. Systematic genocide wipes out dissent. You know what I meant? But beyond all this lies a lonely spirit seeking simple bliss. And while for a second he split himself in two for an illusion of company, somewhere beneath the illusion, as one spirit, he still sits. You are not the dream you are trapped within. You are not the mere prison containing the self. Believe me when I say that you are something else, and the magic is real, I promise.